Okay, so hi YouTube lovers, welcome back to Shayla's Journey to Success. I know I have been MIA again because every time I get back grooving and moving with YouTube and the family, something else big comes up in my life, and I'm not complaining whatsoever. Drum roll, please. I am currently on my lunch break, or my first break of the morning, as a travel nurse. Yes, the tea has been spilled, and I'm so excited to fill you all in. So please stay tuned because your girl's doing it finally, and I'm living the dream that I've been manifesting and preparing for, but it's getting real. Stay tuned. Okay, y'all, so welcome back once again. I definitely have missed you all, but I just wanted to kind of get in here and just make sure I give y'all some loving and also give you a little bit of an update to where I've been. I haven't been able to do any of my self-check-in awareness videos because I've been self-aware that I've just been way too busy. So this video will be a little bit of that and a little bit of just checking in as far as how things are going on my first contract. I'm currently off today, finally. I've been working a lot, long hours, but it's been really good. And I am currently in like the leasing area of the apartments that I've been staying in. And I'm loving this little setup. It's adorable. So that's what I also was waiting for, is a place where I can feel comfortable, safe, and talk out loud to y'all and not feel like anybody's in my business or my bubble. How have things been? Things have been a little bit of chaotic, a little bit of I'm here, but a learning experience and a lot of adapting, overcoming. Let's get to it. So, if y'all aren't aware, I am in Fort Worth, Texas. Again, I am going off the dome, so I'm just freestyling it. So if I'm looking around, thinking about stuff, it's probably just because I wasn't prepared. So disregard those eyes rolling around. So yes, I am in Fort Worth, Texas, and I have my first contract of 8 weeks total. So a lot of y'all are probably like, oh, that's so short. Absolutely. Y'all know I do a lot of running around my own business and just different avenues that I am focusing on. So I wanted to make sure that I can get back to attending to those things and making sure that I don't lose sight of my actual goals besides just the nursing side of things. And I encourage everyone to do that. Do what works for you. Most clinics, hospitals, they're in need. So that's where I guess I'll start. I use the app Vivian, and that's where you can go on there and put in the time frame that you're looking for, the duration of your contract that you desire, as well as locations. I myself have a compact license, so I'm able to travel and go to any other state. I believe probably besides California, and I think it's one or two other places that have a specific license that you have to have. But if you just have your license in your state, obviously you'll need to get licensed and able to move around like I am. This is my first one, so again, I didn't do the whole 13 weeks. Is like the longer option. There's 18 weeks, such like that. You can do 12 weeks, 10 weeks, 8 weeks, 6 weeks are options, but it's slim pickings. But really just do your own work and do your diligence in speaking to those managers and getting into understanding what they're needing, but also what you're needing, so they can accommodate with you and for you, and y'all can work together and make it work. I don't want to ramble too long, so I'm just trying to make sure I get to the stuff that I think will benefit for y'all. As far as that process, again, I use Vivian. It's an app on your phone. It's very, very helpful. It was really easy. Dummy proof, make a profile, set it up, and then put in all this stuff and filter what you need in and out. Then you have be designated to a recruiter who will be underneath maybe a post or the ad, or should I say the job that you choose to select. Then the recruiter will contact you. Are you interested? Yes. What are you looking for? Y'all have a whole conversation. The first recruiter I got, I won't drop names, I don't know where she was at. Like, maybe she was on permanent vacation, working from home. But I'm like, y'all only got one job. Please just help me be in an area, safe environment, a good clinic, a good, meeting my requirements as well. Because then I learned watching more YouTube videos that they get paid from the contracts that they close or are successful getting us sent off and working. So they need us just as much as we need them. So don't think differently. Like, they need you. So if you don't feel comfortable with that recruiter, on to the next one. There are plenty of them. There are plenty contracts out there. So if you aren't aware, I am a dialysis nurse. I was a technician, PCT, patient care technician, for 6 years. And this year has been my complete 1 year as a registered nurse in dialysis. And December is marking my year mark as when I posted my actual passing of the NCLEX. So yes, it's been a full year. When you have the experience in the specialty that you're choosing to work in, it of course puts you over the threshold versus someone who's just coming in as a dialysis nurse. You have that experience, you have the understanding of nephrology altogether, you have the understanding of that true patient advocacy and patient care first, safety, as well as how the machines work. So if you're a dialysis nurse, this is absolutely good for you to be watching. If you're just a nurse that's new to traveling, want to travel, this is the video for you as well. I will, of course, dive a little bit deeper into the dialysis side of things, but I think I'll say that for another video because there's a lot of hiccups that I've come across already in the 2 weeks that I've been here. You'll start basically like the orientation anywhere you go, to a new clinic, to a new company. I have been working with DaVita Dialysis specifically, and then now I'm working with U.S. Renal Care. So that's a whole nother ball game. And so it depends on if you've been with them, if you're new to dialysis, and if you're new to that company, it's going to be a whole new training worth of training that you're going to go through. So keep that in mind. Patience is key. Be patient. They were not prepared for me, even though we all knew a month and a half before I was even going to be here. They knew, as I did too, so I was preparing to come out here, but they were not prepared for me. That was annoying, just because, let's be real, you are excited to get out here and you're ready to get moving, and you want to feel comfortable, stable, secure. You just want that security blanket of, this is my first time. Even if it's not your first, who wants to go into a scenario where, oh, we know she's coming, where you're here to help them? They need you. We just need our check. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to go anywhere and do the same job, different clinic, different hospital, different elements, different patients, teammates, but they need you. So just be patient. It's a lot that you have to get ready for. Paperwork, that's some stuff I want to get into. And I'm going to have all my stuff printed off so that I can be prepared if I do change staffing agencies, that I won't have to go through that. That was the long circle that you had to go through, was, okay, now that I said yes to this position in this contract, what do I do next? And then they come in with the emails after emails after emails, and that's where it's not so fun. Paperwork is never fun, but we know as a nurse it's still part of it. And then even before working and getting into the clinic, I had to do a plethora of background checks, drug tests, blood work, just filling out all the information. I had to do 4 competency tests, so 1 for PCT side, 1 for nurse side, nurse meds, and it was just a whole nother level to it. So I wasn't prepared mentally for all of that. So that last 2 to 3 weeks of getting ready to get out here was a lot. Like I said, I'm going to save all the dialysis stuff for another video because I really want to just check in with my YouTube family, my royalty team. Like, I want to see how everyone's doing, but also, of course, let y'all know that I am okay. Let's see, what else has been new? So, business is still going, booming, no, but that's okay with me. It's the end of my first year, was November 2nd, was my 1-year mark for anniversary, but that's what comes with the new business. They say it takes 3 to even 5 years to get that startup business to be at, constant income, constant turnaround, that it's like, I'm not going to be struggling or trying to figure it out. And I'm okay with that because I'm still in the what's next phase. How do I do this? I'm researching different services that I eventually want to provide. So it's a lot of live and learn, just like this travel gig. It's a live and learn, adapt and overcome, and really focusing on what I am grateful that I have the skill to have is resiliency. Things will happen every day, and we know that as far as life in general. But when it comes to like your professional side, with me having a business, with me coming into a new company as a registered nurse or a teammate for them, you got to be resilient, because one day is not going to be like the next day. So literally taking this contract, taking everything in life a day at a time, because it's overwhelming. Life is a lot. It's just a lot. But that's okay. We adapt, we overcome, and we can say that our resiliency level is just continuously increasing. Um, Up until I had to leave, I was doing a lot of purging in my apartment. I want to come back home and have stuff fresh. I don't want to have a lot of crowdedness. I want a safe, warm environment to come home to, because I'm in another place all this time. For 8 weeks, it will be of not knowing, of different environment. So I definitely encourage you all to, even if you're not doing the travel nurse, like I said, this is for everyone. I want everyone to just kind of focus with the new year coming. Don't need to make a resolution. Just make yourself feel as if you're having a fresh start, a fresh environment, a fresh space, so that you can come back to even every day after work or once a month, whatever it may be, or wherever it may be. I don't want to hold y'all too long, like I said, so I'm going to cut this one short, and it'll be a part 2, just giving you a little bit of more details of where I've been and what I've been doing while I've been away. If you enjoyed this video and wanted more information, please feel free to comment below. Share with others who may be doing the same type of gig or needing information. If you have any questions or suggestions, comment below, and there's going to be so much more to come, so we can dig a little deeper. But if there's any specific topic, please feel free to let me know what you're looking for, and we can have lives, we can just chit chat, and we can talk about those things as we grow and become a little bit closer to success on each and every one of our journeys. I hope you liked what you saw thus far, and if you aren't already, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button below. I'll talk to y'all soon. Catch me in part 2. Love and light. Bye.